Gemini, welcome back to my channel. This will be a themed reading, having a look to see what someone might be regretting about you, your love connection, your relationship, your marriage. This could be something from the recent past or even the distant past. I want you to think about this person and hopefully we can gauge some messages as to what they might be regretting about you and about your connection. So whether or not you're still in contact with this person is besides the point. I think it's more to channel their energy and have a look and see what they might be regretting about you, okay? Or how things ended even. If you enjoy this content, please feel free to leave behind a like, a share, or a subscribe. That would be very much appreciated. Otherwise, let's have a look and see, what are they regretting? What does this person regret? Okay, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, let's start off with the Eight of Swords. This is insecurity, anxiousness, doubt, worry. I don't know if this person was an air sign or had these sort of energies around them when the two of you were connected. But they were fearful of something. You can see these swords align up and she's got this figure down here. She's got her head buried in her lap here, and she's vulnerable, and she's closing herself off to something. She's fearful and she's scared. Look, whether this was a female or not, there is a vulnerability here. And I don't know if this person regrets not making themselves vulnerable enough for you, or they regret letting insecurities get in the way. I often associate the Eight of Swords with insecurity because we don't see our vision, we don't see how it's going to come about. We put our swords up and we're presuming things, and we don't always know how things are going to pan out and develop and progress. But sometimes, we can attract certain negative experiences by preempting negative things. It's all about the law of attraction, and sometimes we can attract these sorts of experiences. And I feel like in one way, someone might have done this around you and have come now to regret it. They might have attracted, they might have not said everything they wanted to say. Sometimes the Eight of Swords can indicate a moment of feeling trapped. So there might have been someone here who felt somewhat trapped here. Or it's they regret making themselves vulnerable with you. Maybe you took advantage of that, Gems. I don't know. Every situation is different. But there's a sensitivity here to the Eight of Swords. And if it's not to do with mentality and insecurities, then it's words. They didn't feel like they could say everything, or they regret. They might have come on really strong, Gemini, and they might have said something like, I'm falling for you, or I could see us being really, really serious. I could see a future with you, and maybe they're regretting that. Maybe, it scared you a little bit. I don't know. Maybe you weren't ready. But that sort of energy could be about them with the Eight of Swords. But there's definitely still anxiousness about them. And it's not an insecurity that you can fix overnight. I think everyone has their own insecurities. And I think this person might either be regretting making these insecurities visible to you, or having that sort of vulnerability. The World card can indicate, travel and adventure, distance, long distance, foreign culture, or something like that. I don't know if there's someone here who's regretting letting distance get in the way, or who's regretting letting your cultures be, or your language or your religion being the factor that made the two of you break up. And I say that because most obviously the World can be that sort of energy, okay? Differences in culture, language, living situations, maybe distance because of wanderlust pursuits, distance because of work, distance because of pleasure. This person might have been regretting that. Or it's something about the world. They regret not seeing the world with you. Some of you might have had travel plans. Maybe this person wanted to show you more of their world but never got the chance to do that. When we think about our world, we can think about our intimate circle of friends, our hobbies, and I think there was someone here who was wanting to show you their world. It's really sweet here, actually, Gemini, but they were wanting to include you more into their world and everything that it encompassed, hobbies, people, places, experiences, memories. And I think there's regret for not having gone to those measures to bring you into their world. Again, I'm not really sure about how things happened or why they turned out the way they did, but that could have been that something like that with the world, or it's differences in culture. Or it could even be that they didn't tell you enough about their tradition or about their religion or about the way things work for them. You know, they're more intimate parts of our world. You know, there can be more intimate parts, there can be outer parts of our world. And there might be someone here who's regretting that. I don't know if the World's card, they had a chance to connect with you and they didn't take it. Or there is still a chance to connect with you and they didn't take it. I don't know if you reached out. Because the World card is all about connections as well, okay? Connecting through media, connecting through words, connecting through nonverbal cues, connecting energetically. There might have been an opportunity for this person to connect with you. I don't know if you reached out or they wanted to reach out, but they didn't pursue it. They didn't go all the way. And maybe they're regretting it now. Of course, if they come to a point where they regret it enough, I think there's a likely chance that someone will reach out. You know, if the regret is strong enough and the attachment was strong enough, it's more than likely that this person will reach out or try to reconnect. But there's something about regret about connections here, I think, for some of you Geminis, okay? Now, moving on, the Four of Pentacles is here, so I'm not sure if this is necessarily an earth sign, a Taurus, a Capricorn, or Virgo. The Four of Pentacles is an introverted energy. We can see this person, he's sitting on the fence all by himself. He's in a moment of solitude. What I want to say is that there's still attachment. Because the Four of Pentacles clings to his pentacles so much, I don't know if this person exhibited clingy behavior and has now come to regret it, or I don't know if this person was still attached to someone in their past. And because it's the earthly realm, whether or not this person was an earth sign or they were attached to an earth sign X, for example, it indicates that they were still physically attached and they might regret that. Now, when I say that, I mean they were either still talking to someone, they either still had pictures on their Instagram or Facebook, or mentioned them in their Twitter. They still work together. There's still some sort of physical connection or attachment that they had, and maybe they have come to regret that. If it's not the case and this person regrets being so withdrawn and not opening up as much as they could, which would contrast the energy I've mentioned here with the Eight of Swords. So again, each situation is different. This might be a different person entirely, or it could still be the same person. But I'm feeling that with the Four of Pentacles, they either withdrew too much or they were too clingy, they were too attached. Maybe they were too forceful, they were too affectionate. Maybe they wanted to make things really exclusive straight away. Maybe they wanted to post pictures of the two of you online. Maybe they wanted to change their relationship status, but or they were too clingy and it suffocated you maybe. But maybe they held on to you too tightly. You know, he's hunched over. He almost looks a bit greedy. So I don't know if this person wanted to have you all to themselves, like borderline possessiveness or protectiveness. There might be regret for these sort of actions. Because the Four of Pentacles can also rule the monetary realm and the career realm, they might regret spending too much time on the job or focusing on money or aspirational pursuits, and maybe not enough in the relationship. Maybe there wasn't a healthy balance here, or this person couldn't meet you halfway, and maybe that's where the regret is. I think it's more of an energy. They really wanted something here with you, Gemini, and I don't mean to make you feel bad. But I feel like, you know, every situation is different. But I feel like there was a want, and you might have, you know, because the World is a major arcana card, it's life-changing, it's transformational. And like I said, there could be regret that you two didn't go further, okay, further than they wanted to. So there could be regret that it almost worked out, but it didn't work out all the way into an exclusive relationship. Maybe it didn't go to the level of becoming married or having a child together or living together. Whatever sort of milestone that this person had idealized in their mind and approaching that milestone with you, there could be disappointment, there could be disheartenment, because it's a disheartening feeling, because in one way I think they wanted these milestones with you, and they didn't go that level. So there might be regret here that it never made it past a certain point, or that you never made it further than what happened between the both of you, okay? I will leave your reading at that though, gems, so thank you again so much for tuning in. Don't forget to leave behind a like, share, or subscribe if you have enjoyed this content. Otherwise, I'm sure I'll catch you very, very soon. So take care, everyone. Much love, and bye for now.